Ooh, okay. Doing stuff. Doing something. I did something. I beat the game! Woo! I did it! I beat it! I am the master! First try, winner! I mean, don't we all like to watch me? You do. You guys like to torture me as much as I like to torture you. All right, did something like a weird toilet. Yes, put your hand in there, not creepy whatsoever. And don't be freaked out by the fact that you're actually decaying. You're in a decaying body. Ooh, it's like Spider-Man, but creepy. All right. What's that? Do I penetrate this some way, shape, or form? I think so. Direction, you, okay, use exit, okay. Ooh, are these like my super powerful contestant gloves? Oh, so this opens the door. That opens that. I'm a genius! Did you guys know that your demon queen is a fucking genius? And this is how I'm gonna hype myself up. Every time I'm successful at something, I'm going to hype myself up. Because, okay, that's how to exit, okay. Because when, ah! No! Because, shit. Because when I fuck up, which is probably gonna be soon, I'm gonna get aggravated. You already knew I was a genius. Thank you, my baby. Thank you, my love. All right, so I have to do something to keep that open. Do I have to lock it? That's the exit. Can I just like run over there? Okay, that's what I'm thinking, Jester. God damn, it's gonna help if I put my fucking fingers on the right fucking controller. Okay, I did it. I keep putting my fucking fingers on the wrong keys. Have you played this, Jester, or have you seen somebody else play it? Nope and nope. Okay, you're just a natural, like me. And I like to really investigate. You're back for your paddling. Hello, Lisa. Good morning. Happy to do so. Have you seen this game yet, Lisa? More stuff to stick my little disgusting hands in. Can I get up there? Ooh, stick my fingers in the hole. Am I supposed to do something while that's happening? What's up with that? What's up with this? Can I go to the other chair and do something, maybe? That is a creepy ass claw. push it. But it won't let me interact with it. Alright. What else can I push? Or do I interact with this? Aha. Alright, so I pick things up and I put them down. It's driving me crazy because it's highlighted and I can't do anything with it. Alright. Go up here. Pretty. Oh god. Is this from our above view? It's incredibly shit. Show it to me. I want to see it. You should try it. It's gory horror puzzle, pretty much. Stuff you can use has a filled circle. I have not. Is it spoopy? It's supposed to be spoopy. It's not like scary, but it's creepy vibe. There's no like jump scares or anything. Not that I've heard of. Alright, so this gives me like an overview look of the place. So do I have to move that chair around? Looks like a roller coaster. Like I have to move that chair around to each, like follow that track to do things, but how do I move the chair? How do I move the chair? Oh! Well, you look at that. I can. Where are you? Are you up there? Oh, there you are! I see you now. You waving at me? He knows beginner players here and it has a foot fetish and he's waving his feet around. I mean, if you're not using 3 fingers, are you even doing it right? Facts, Bubble! Facts! If you need to hear... Shut up. Let's pick up. Pick him up. Oh god, he's so beautiful! Here, let me put you in your new chair. Well, this chair's meant for you. Aww, I made it warm just for you, buddy. Where are we going now? This thing is creepy as fuck. Katie Morgan, who's that? Is that a porn star? What is he saying? How did you make it warm? I don't know. Magic. Alright, do I push you? Am I giving you a ride? Whee! I know, I love this. Hopefully I have the... Don't touch me, dude. Keep your fucking distance. Keep your hands to yourself, brah. Okay? Don't be reaching out to me and shit. But I bet it wants to give you a ride. Was I not supposed to do this? He's mad at me now! I think he's mad at me! I'm sorry! What the fuck just happened? Are you dead? I'm sorry, it just crushed your skin. That's so sad. Oh, his other eye is open now. Maybe I did him a favor. It's so creepy. I squint. Still screaming, must not be dead. I guess not. Don't touch me, I said. Let's go further. Is that an ear in the side of your face? I don't know, he might. He might like it though. Am I supposed to bring you down that track? Is that a track? I don't know. Alright. We're probably gonna go around this track like 18,000 fucking times until I figure like what else I'm doing here. I'm just bringing them for a nice soothing walk around the neighborhood. This is our new home. Alright, he already got his face smashed in there. Okay, so I think I need to reroute here. Yeah, let's reroute this path here. Because I don't think there's any other fun smashing he can do. We put him in the chair. Just a nice little stroll to calm him down. I mean, he's opening in his eyes. He's seeing the world for what it is. It's a harsh reality. I get it. I fucking get it. This is why we're here, to support each other. Alright, I'm in the green blob. Where's my friend? Where's my new little boyfriend here? He's right there. Okay. Where's the track? We'll do that. We'll do that. Or am I supposed to keep the track there? What is that leading to? Maybe that one? Where is he? Okay, I gotta connect. So that one is now leading down to that path. Alright, fuck it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, so we're just gonna go with that and see what happens. And maybe I'll get lucky of hitting it on the right area? Maybe? I don't know. I really am not that lucky usually with puzzles, but sometimes I am. Sometimes they magically just happen for me. Alright, baby. Wait, that track not open for me? I'm confused. Now I'm just like, look what's gonna happen to you. I'm just like, you're gonna get sawed to death, dude. I'm sorry. How do I turn you in there? This is a part of the game. I can't dream it, I know. Hi, Anime, how are you? Of course I'm streaming today. Stream every Thursday, Sunday. Today's not Thursday. What the fuck? Alright, wait. Is there another control-y troll thing? Can I turn this? Am I doing something wrong? I feel really bad. This guy's suffering hardcore. I just need to take him out quick. No. No, no, no! Alright, go back over there. I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm so sorry. I watched you, like, I let you see what's gonna come to your death. Oh, I can rotate it. this fucking little guy, dude. I feel so bad. That looks like more than a little harm. I know, Draven, he trusted me. There's 2 ways to do this in 2 different rooms. Other one shells him like a pistachio. Oh, Jesus Christ. I feel like this is the shelling of the pistachio one. We're already here, we're already doing it. I hope it's quick. This dude is gonna fucking murder me as soon as he can. The fuck? I don't see my future going well. This little shit's gonna rip my fucking skull off. Baby? You wanna pick up a little baby? Oh, I got an achievement. 001. Let me help you out. I got you out of your shell. Look at you. You need some help? Some help? A little atrophied? No muscle? Okay. Both of your eyes are fully open now. Here, let me pick you up. Come on, come on, come on. Atrophy! Hi, Zedvid, how are you? No, don't die on me! Build that muscle strength up. You can do it. The real Neo from the Matrix. Facts, dude. Facts. Yeah, if we're in the Matrix and we try to get out of that little contraption of having us in the Matrix, oh yeah, we're fucked. We're gonna be slithering around like this. That's for sure. Look at you, buddy. I'm so proud of you. Oh, he tried to do the hand heart thing. This is the real Nia. I love that. That was great. Everything's fine. Oh, are you trying to type Fortnite into my chat? Because I don't allow that to be said in my stream. Okay, so what's going on? What's up, buddy? What's the game? This is SCORN. Hi, Pumpkin. What's up, baby? This is SCORN. I don't know what to do now. Are you gonna follow me? What do we do? Do I pick you up? Little Berber? Is he gonna follow me, Dragon? Name him or it? Oh, he does follow me! What should I name him, guys? We gotta name him now. Schmeagle. Wanna name him Schmeagle? Push him over. He tried so hard to stand up. You're mean, Zenman. He's our buddy now. Remus? Where's Beth today? I don't know where that bitch is, but, Lily Monster's here for you, kitten. Meow. Hi, kitten. Good morning or afternoon. Remus. Remus. I like Remus. All right, Remus. I don't know what the fuck we're doing now. Do I get this chair for you again? You want to go in your little... Remus, what are you doing? Over here. Get back in your chair. I think you get back in here, because there's no fucking way your slow ass is gonna... Or maybe he wants to walk. Shit. Is this done? Am I done with the chair? I know, it's hilarious. I'm evil in a good way, Karma. Alright, I don't know where the fuck we're going now, but let's go find something else to do.